Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Katie.
The inventor of the Heimlich maneuver first used it in actual practice in 2016. He was over 90 years old.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Somebody was choking. He saved them.
No, did he save them?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to know if it actually worked.
Yeah, I think it was 92.
Wow.
Huh.
So he just invented this thing and then
Yep.
hoped it would work for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm Cameron.
The whole show's like this.
It's not going to get
Should
any
come
better,
with the
sorry.
warning. So if you want to talk to us about the really, really weird stuff that we're going to talk about, most of it will be a little bit more focused. Use the hashtag
Will
Geeks
it?
Corner. No. Use the hashtag Geeks Corner to talk at us, and we might talk back at you.
At
Hopefully.
you. At your face.
Good job. There's been a lot of changes at the Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World. When you think about it, Michael Colglazier is leaving the presidency of the Disneyland Resort and becoming the managing director for Asia Pacific Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. Let's start with that. What do you think?
It makes sense. He's had success, and that's a big property with a lot of growth potential, so go get him.
Good. Was it Josh DeSano? Is that the name?
Taking over.
Yes, he's taking Damaro. I was close. I'm going to get used to that. But he's taking over he's moving from Walt Disney World to Disneyland, where he's the new president, and he actually started at Disneyland, which I think is cool.
Animal Kingdom, right?
That was one of his last jobs. I think he was overseeing hotels or something most recently. But he's moving over here. Any thoughts on this?
I'm more unfamiliar with his work. And you?
No.
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
It's a lot like Bob Ross. He has happy little...
Aww, I love happy little trees.
I don't know. You just started talking about work, and I immediately started thinking of artists.
And that little park right there? That'll be our little secret.
That's our third gate.
Just toss it in.
What would it be themed as, just out of
Confirmed.
curiosity?
I want
Okay,
to
go.
Bob Ross theme park. Why are we not talking about
That's
this?
not Disney?
What do you walk
Buy
around
it.
with paint and just
Yeah,
paint
you can
things?
paint everything.
It's an endless Epcot International Festival of the Arts.
It's scenery everywhere. Oh, it'd be so good. Oh, and there's a petting zoo for Peapod.
So in Anaheim, Disneyland Resort opens a third gate. What would it be? Go.
In Epcot-ish. I mean, it would be my first guess.
It would be Westcott.
They'd
International.
take all those festivals out of DCA and put them in a new international.
Festival Land.
I like Escalator Land.
This is the ride.
This is the ride.
Isn't that Universal Studios Hollywood?
Shots
No.
fired.
Sips tea.
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
not
much.
tea,
There's-
that's coffee.
There's 4 gigantic escalators that take up a majority of your
That's
time.
the
at
only
Universal.
ride I think I've ever seen pictures of there.
It's wonderful. Well, every other ride's inside, and you can't.
So
Okay.
pretty much every time we go to that particular theme park, which is not terribly often,
You get
compared
to go on the
Disney.
escalator?
Yeah, my wife
Okay.
always suggests taking the stairs, and I do not.
So, third gate for real, go.
I'm
I'm actually interested in this question.
I think it would be something akin to the back end of Epcot. I think it'd be an international pavilion.
A world showcase.
Yes. Yeah.
With different countries, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of crossover. I think they'd probably do an America's thing, but I could see them highlighting different countries where some of their market has shifted to since building the other one.
Okay.
I'm also I think Westcott would finally come to
Would it
fruition.
be a Disney Westcott? Like more Disney
Yeah.
portfolio stuff as
Yeah.
opposed to just being
Definitely.
more traditional Epcot?
Yeah.
Okay. What countries would you like to see?
Ireland.
Ireland would be fun. Well, you could just have like a Celt area that would be really good.
Okay, so you're thinking more areas as opposed to actual.
Yeah, I think they could go a bit more general and then
Do
like,
regions?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they're going to highlight it, if we're talking about where they're getting market, like I could see a Brazil put over there.
That would go so insanely well.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Okay.
But more I think culture based than specific country based. I think they could have a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Any other thoughts on that?
I think it'll happen within the next decade. would be my
Oh, we got
guess.
a prediction here. We'll wait
Yes.
for Miss Bailey C.
10
to
years.
tell us that
Start the clock.
I think
it's
there will
actually
be an
happening.
announcement within the decade. Like, at least
Yeah.
plans.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to see a gate opening in a decade, but, like, we will definitely see plans or movement towards the third gate and purchasing land and whatnot in the next 10 years.
Okay.
I think it's already
let us
started.
know what you would like to see as a third gate, and we will talk about that.
We'll talk about your opinions because we have bad ones.
I see Potato Land as a suggestion
Potato
by
Land.
Bailey. And
Like Mr. Potato Land or
No,
just
Potato Land.
Is that an Irish joke?
No. Oh. Bailey, I know you get me. So.
Steven says, missing
Something
Geeks
else.
Corner tonight, but only to address a serious gap in my Disney movie knowledge, watching some Hercules, looking to go from zero to hero.
Just like that.
Exactly.
Enjoy the Greek chorus. We'll talk about it
Audience
later.
in the back of DAP Studios, request a DAP's Magic Blanket, please. We don't make those yet. But we do make...
Sweatshirts.
Segways!
And t-shirts.
And t-shirts.
Do the Superman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on. Thank you. We have
And
merchandise.
soon there will be a...
Yes, I've not had a chance to order mine properly.
But what
yet,
will yours be? Because mine's a t-shirt.
I'm
hers is
definitely going
sweatshirt,
with the
and you're-
V-neck.
And you're going to have the V-neck.
I'm going to get the V-neck.
There we go.
We have fun Daps Magic fact.
Coming
we
to a studio near you.
have the V-neck only because Cameron requested it.
I don't like crew necks, guys.
I said, okay, so we're obviously doing like a hoodie. We're gonna do a crew neck. And then Cameron was like, flew in and was like,
I wasn't there.
V-neck, please. And I was like, where? First of all, we are in the middle of a Starbucks, 30 miles away, and
They
he just
specifically went 30 miles away so they could discuss this without me.
specifically 30 miles away, not 31.
It was 33.5, but okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Get it right, Katie.
God, numbers are not my strong suit. But yeah, so we have merchandise. It's fantastic. I got mine like half an hour ago. Thanks, Dad, for bringing it to the studio because it showed up while I was not home. But yes, teespring.com/dapsmagic. You can use the promo code GEEKS for 10% off, and you can look probably better than I do. So
I just liked Cameron's exciting.
I'm
point.
punctuating what
gotta
she's saying,
drive the
that's all.
point home, you know.
That's right.
Jason says for a third gate, just a parade route looping around in circles and a train, Mr. Daps' dream. Not far off. That
Would
be
the
fun.
parade be constantly going? Would they just like take off characters as they drop and then replace them? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, good.
But then it's like at all points of the day, and then it's like every point on the train
It's a
is
different parade.
a different parade, and but they're all, you can take pictures from the train,
So would it
you
be-
don't have to get off the train.
I don't know what this is.
You can't get off the train.
You're not allowed to get off the train.
So it's like a bad Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Or a
good
good
for
train
you.
ride.
Because you'll look out the window and then there'll be like a little gremlin sitting on the ledge out
There's
there.
something on the wing, some
Yeah, that
thing out there. Actually, you know what? If we could circle back to the theme park suggestion, I don't know why.
Circle
Circle back.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't bring this up. We've talked about it before. A villain's theme park would do so well. I don't think they'd ever do it, but I think it'd do so well. So well.
Welcome to the underworld.
Were you meaning swell?
Swell. That's a good word. Let's use that one.
Okay.
Swell.
There were a lot
Lord.
of trailers, teasers, all those fun things released over the weekend because of some sport.
You know, it was the season finale, I think. The sports fan was getting a little active.
Oh, okay.
I'm unfamiliar with the canon. I don't really know if they have an expanded universe or not.
And
They
there wasn't a cliffhanger, was there?
they had some really good commercials for This Is Us, so I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, one of the highlights for us was Solo,
Starlight
a Star
Pit.
Wars story.
A Star Wars story.
Star
where we
Wars
got
story we deserve.
Where we got a teaser on Sunday, and Monday we got a teaser trailer, I guess. I don't actually know why they call them a teaser trailer,
I
because
don't
it's
like
just a trailer.
Yeah.
But let's start with the teaser from Sunday,
Yes.
where it appears that Han Solo is enlisting.
Yep. Yeah. So I think it's the same one that Luke wanted to go
go
off.
to?
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
I mean,
once again, Han Solo proves his superiority over Luke
and going first.
and
So,
going first.
Yes.
All right, so what'd you think of Sunday's teaser?
I thought it was good. It gives me a little bit of encouragement that they're adding lore in an exciting direction rather than just spelling out things, which is my biggest hope and my biggest worry for this.
It is a risk because supposedly it's going to cover several years of Han Solo's life. So you're going to have snapshots here and snapshots there, and I'm wondering what the overarching narrative is going to be. And we were talking. Well, that's the next one, but Chewbacca and their relationship. If you think it's spanning years, we might actually see
the origins.
multiple points.
Yeah.
And anyway, what'd you think of Sunday?
I am just so excited that there's Han Solo like, yeah, you want me because I'm going to be the best pilot in the whole galaxy. It's just
The smarm! Oh!
so good. And it's like, little do you know, yes you are. And little Han Solo. Little baby Han Solo. Gonna be the best pilot in the
Is
galaxy.
Han Solo a porg now?
I don't hate Han Solo.
Oh, okay.
Don't make me hate. I'm now afraid that there's something on the internet that's like Han Solo as a porg. So
Internet, go!
he didn't exist in the movie with the porgs.
How about Monday's
so.
teaser or trailer?
Yes.
Let's move on to that.
Yes.
Can we talk about the most important part about it?
On Monday?
Yeah, which one was... That was the second one,
That
right?
was the long one.
Yeah, can we talk about the most important part?
Yes.
Okay, we might have the same.
What
part.
was your most important
Lando.
part?
Lando?
1,000%. I'm so excited.
Okay, but can we recreate our favorite moment at the same time?
What was the favorite moment?
The cockpit.
Oh, with him... Oh, yes, yeah. That,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that, speaking of which, that robot, that droid is, I forget it, but it's a female programmed droid. And I'm interested in that. That should be fun.
And I've heard it might be from the extended universe.
It's quite possible. They're pulling a lot of stuff, it
Yeah.
seems like, so...
It could be something that has a lot of depth in the story of Lando, who wasn't such a great pilot back in the day.
Good gambler, though. Well,
Excellent gambler, we hope, and probably not at some point. Maybe he's just tricked, you know.
yeah. Well, it
Scoundrel.
is Han Solo, so...
Do you think he's going to be called a scoundrel at some point during the movie?
I'll guarantee.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think it actually was right at that point where... So, Katie, your wish.
No!
Porg Solo, everybody.
Thank you, Internet.
Porg Solo.
Last time I stood up, I broke something, so I'm just gonna lay down.
Yeah, that was good. Very good. Thank you.
We're sorry.
I'm a good person. Okay?
Bailey says, I said this on Sunday, but I wasn't excited for Solo, and I'm still not excited about it now. I'm
What?
completely meh about it.
Okay, so
React
we
away.
actually saw your tweet on Sunday. Fun fact. We were in Disneyland, and I went, Mr. DAPs? And he went, oh, we will be discussing this on Tuesday night. That was his...
That affronted.
No, it really was. I can't blame you because of how much I didn't care about Rogue One, so I understand the feeling of everyone being hyped and you being like, I don't get it, but I'll see it. Yeah, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, man. Just keep doing you.
Just make sure you see the movie.
See it, man. What's your opinion, man?
I still, and this, I've written many an article on DAPs about this, which is I always have the holdout for the prequel worry, which is something will look really, really, really cool, and then be really not. That being said,
The risk is they over-explain things.
yeah, that's
Yes.
exactly it. The best part about Han Solo is the air of mystery, and if they take that away from the character, I could see it going very badly. However, I am much more encouraged after watching these trailers than I was before. I still have worry, but not as much.
Cool. And I trust Ron Howard.
Yes.
I rewatched Apollo 13 the other night, and I just forgot how great of a movie that is, and how he doesn't have to spell out every little detail.
Which is important.
Yeah, and he could have done that with Apollo 13 and gotten into some of the minutia of what went into it, and like he focuses on details, but he doesn't over-explain, and I think that's a positive thing.
And when it's funny you bring up Apollo 13, he demonstrates character through choices. And he really likes playing with nature of a person versus what they choose to be, which is very true in that movie, and I think is going to be the thing here. Because Han Solo, in essence, is not a good person, but he chooses to be quite
But we
often.
love him anyway.
Yeah, so I think that's where the strength is going to lie.
So, what's your prediction for the rating for this movie?
Thumb system?
Yeah, sure.
I think it's going to be 2 thumbs up.
I'm gonna be so incredibly blinded by hype, and I'm gonna cry every time Millennium Falcon's on screen.
The correct answer is 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's got the right people. It looks like they're doing it right. One thing I want to hit before we move on.
Please.
Millennium
Don't
Falcon.
hit anything. Yes, I've heard
What
of
do you
it.
think of the new look?
If they explain it well, then sure.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I like how... not so much the outside shots. Like,
No, I'm even intrigued by that.
Yeah, I think they explained it well, but the pristine hallway shot, that I think that was a wonderful choice, especially if they play it right. So
I mean, it's like they're giving us a new car, and we've known this car as it was when it's 30, 40 years old and beaten up by the galaxy. So I'm really excited to see how it gets from A to what we're used to, and I want a model of it.
You want a model of the original Falcon?
The original version of the old. Yeah.
Very cool.
Another trailer that came out was Jurassic World, this Fallen Kingdom this weekend.
This Fallen Kingdom.
This fallen weekend of Jurassic World.
This Fallen weekend.
And this one was intense.
Yes.
Like, from the moment it starts, it did two things. It harkened back to the original stuff.
Harken.
Didn't it?
Yeah, but good use of harken.
Thank you. But it also definitely moved very far forward and is going to terrify us, I think. What did you think of how they did this trailer and where this movie's going?
I liked watching it while Katie was watching it. That was fun.
You know who I'm really looking forward to watching it with? Tyler.
At
I predict at some point during the film, I'm going to look over and he's going to be like this. Is that pretty close?
I get into movies. That's fine.
And if it's really good, like I hope it'll be, I won't just look and see this. I'll look over and I'll also hear, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
If it gets intense enough, we'll hear the squeak, and I'm very, very, very hopeful
and
for that.
That's like tier 3 awesome.
It's quiet too. That's the best part. It's not a yelping. It's just there.
Yeah,
It's
that's
that
great.
much.
He's jumped a few times in movies. Too. What movie? Well, that was James Bond, wasn't it?
Probably. There's like a lot of thing that came out of nowhere. Probably.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Well, or not move on. Let's talk about the trailer.
Yes.
What do you think of it?
It's a coin flip for me. I think on one hand, they're introducing a lot of really interestingly intense moments that seem kind of above and beyond what they
And there
were.
was no Jeff Goldblum in this one.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to be in the movie much anyway.
I don't think so either.
But what I'm trying to take perspective on this is the original Jurassic Park was terrifying. I think we've lost some of that just in rewatching nostalgia, but it's scary. It's really scary.
If you watch it on a big screen in a dark room, it's terrifying.
So I think they're going back to that, but at the same time, I'm still worried about them just overusing the stuff they've done before and trying to one up.
Which they don't need to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's already scary. You don't need to have a new dinosaur every single time.
Looks like we already do.
Yeah, but I think there's a good way to do it, and I think you can just kind of play in that space. Okay.
So I'm excited for this movie. I'm also concerned because I liked where they were going with the rescue the dinosaur things, and then something goes wrong. The part that I'm worried about is it looks like they're also weaponizing said dinosaurs.
Yeah.
With that other half of the movie that we kind of got shown, I guess you could say, in this trailer, and my concern is that they go too much that way. It becomes too implausible.
Yeah.
And if you lose your plausible deniability or your ability to just believe it, then it's going to ruin the movie.
Yeah. Well, and to speak into this, one of the biggest mistakes in the Jurassic history is making velociraptors talk. In the third film, it was a dream sequence, but it was dumb. But they went into the realm of silly a little too much, but tried to play it serious and didn't work. My biggest worry watching this was, how do dinosaurs get off the island? Are they going to talk to the pterodactyls and make the pterodactyls fly the velociraptors off the island? And then I thought, oh, they might. And that would be really bad. Can you imagine? It's just like, we're working together now. Ha ha! But you think about it and you think it's funny, and then you really think about it and go, oh, they might do that. And like which brings me to Pacific Rim. Do you know why Pacific Rim is good? Because it's not good and it knows it.
I was going to say, I don't believe it is good.
It's terrible, but it's mashing toys together when you're 5 years old. That's what Pacific Rim is, and it's aware of it. And I'm worried they're going to go in that direction for Jurassic.
It looks really cool, though.
Yeah, it looks really cool. That's why Pacific Rim works, is because they accept that. I'm worried that Jurassic World 2 is going to try to play it like this is very serious filmmaking stuff, and then giant flying pterodactyls.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah.
Well, and then if you get the yo-yo effect, it's gonna be even worse because you're gonna have this part of it that you really like and I think is gonna be great, and then you've got this other part that it's going to be so ridiculous that we're going to hate it.
Now we need to talk about the Brachiosaurus in the room. Katie has not reacted much to this. She has a certain proclivity for dinosaurs.
I heard it's going to be her favorite movie of the
I'm
year.
hiding from the dinosaurs because if they can find a little girl in her room, they can find us here.
Someone doesn't like dinosaurs.
Okay, you know what? You know what, man?
You know what I miss that we almost did and we can't anymore because we blocked it up? Is we were going to have a dinosaur head come through the window. Do you remember this? And scare Johnny 5.
Yes.
When they announced Jurassic World however many years ago. Can you just imagine us talking right now and then a raptor comes right through that wall?
I would cry. There would be literal tears.
Well, no, Cameron would cry because he'd be the one that got hit by the raptor.
Well, no, I'd be happy. I'd be crying tears of joy. I'm like, they're real. It's a dinosaur.
And there goes my ear.
Speaking of which, if you want to ruin the films for yourself, go look up what they combined to make the noise for the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's
that's
buck
really-
wild.
yeah.
Like what they put together to actually make a Tyrannosaurus Rex sound, and it completely ruins it because you can hear everything that they do in it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's stupid.
But that's awesome.
Yes.
You may have noticed we have a colorful box. I believe Bailey might have noticed it. And then she remembered that our producer had a birthday yesterday.
Aw, he did.
Yep.
Yay.
He can now vote.
Again. For the.
I didn't say you couldn't
Matt.
before. I just said now you can. So I'll move, if you want, I can move my iPad.
Oh, okay.
And you can come next to me.
Oh, okay.
We thought this year we would get something incredibly appropriate and easy for you to figure out since you had a
Since you-
hard time last year.
He never figured it out.
Is all the objects combined to make the T-Rex sound, right?
Yes. That's it.
Exact. How did you know?
I'm
It
really
only
good.
took you a year.
I'm really good.
We have a T-Rex.
Newfound knowledge from yesterday. So, am I doing this now?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, it's a box!
It is a box.
I want to break it. I want to be like Katie. I mean Meg.
My birthday wish is to be like Meg. Meg.
Meg.
Meg.
Amazon Basics.
Yes.
Just like me.
You're already Amazon basic.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it watches our camera disconnects with the cord.
Hilarious.
Alright.
That sets it up.
Yeah, you make a frowny face. Make a smiley face. There you go.
Don't reveal anyone's address.
It's the double tape side though.
It's a triple tape, actually. You're
Can I
welcome.
show them this side?
I don't care. I just was making.
Oh, nice. Yeah, here we go.
We wanted to watch you struggle
That was
first.
close to my face.
Saying you need a shave. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Box.
Some
Oh,
plastic.
plastic.
Some plastic. Some more plastic.
All right, open that one.
Okay.
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 Oh,
Anyway,
we're all a disaster.
Hopefully it's the right thing.
That'd be
I hope it's
awesome.
the wrong.
That would be. We haven't actually pre-opened this.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But Tyler,
But Meg.
what could it be?
What's
my,
the theme?
My persona. Star
is.
Wars.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Yeah, a little bit.
I know it's funny.
The camera sees.
Ha. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
What was that sound again?
Ha.
Ah.
It's more the T-Rex noise. And then there's this hat, but you put it on here and you become General Hux.
Aren't you already General Hux?
You become him even more.
Yay!
This isn't even my final form.
On hold.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a bin thing.
A pin.
Pin thing. Or
Pin
just a
or
pin.
thing.
You know, one of them pin things.
One of them there. I'm gonna sit here. You can
Yeah,
keep
go
talking
ahead.
while I put this together. It's fine.
Thanks, Tyler.
You're welcome.
So will
You're welcome.
Admiral Thrawn be in Solo?
Admiral Tron. Sorry.
Which one was Admiral Thrawn again?
Blue-faced dude.
No.
I think there's a chance he is because he's in Star Wars Rebels,
Oh.
and they've been trying to
It's
make
all
connections.
connected.
Yeah, him and his rebels.
I would not be surprised if we see him walking by in the background or
And
reference.
just waving at the camera.
Well, they've done small.
Yeah. So cute.
It's adorable.
Aww.
If it gets cold, you can just.
I look like the dude in Flubber who like flies around. What's his name? We do. It's fine.
Weibo?
Weibo, that's his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've okay.
I'm gonna go
All
back
right,
to my corner.
next up, our
Thank you,
producer
Hux.
needs to memorize the speech that General Hux gives on the surface of the Imperial Death Star.
I wish you did.
That's a really good idea, and we will record that and
Yeah.
do it as a segment on Geeks Corner. It'll be great.
Miss Bailey, see, remind us.
Going back to Twitter.
To Twitter!
Are we gonna have a bet if Blue dies or not?
Oh.
I think Blue's gonna die, but I think they're trying
Think
to build
so,
it
too.
for part of the trilogy. I think he'll die in the next one.
I think you could be right.
Yeah.
that's a good. Guys, you also want to know what is very similar to bashing toys together. Starlight Express. The trains are rebelling against the child god.
Starlight Express!
This is the problem no longer making memes live because there are too many amazing moments.
Aw, we're amazing.
It's true.
I wouldn't go that far.
We're definitely something, aren't we?
We are.
We certainly are.
Final trailer that we were excited about this weekend was Infinity War had a new 30-second teaser, really,
Yeah.
more than anything else. That was a montage of happiness and joy as we move towards global destruction.
Yes.
Universal destruction? Universal. Galactic
Galactic.
destruction. What'd you think of it?
Honestly, less interesting bits in this one than in previous ones. that we've
Completely
seen.
agree.
I did like the little nod to the Wakandan shield that Cap is sporting in this one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of lore from the comics they're pulling from on that.
Yeah.
And if it is the thing that in comics it is,
I liked Ant-Man's appearance.
he was really tiny, you couldn't see him. But if it's the thing from the comics,
You don't know that he's not.
he could be there. It's going to get real brutal, is the end of that sentence I've been trying to say.
I'm predicting you're right.
Yeah, because that's a thing that is used in the comics to cause some very serious problems.
Every time I watch this trailer, I'm like, well, there goes my hero. He's probably gonna die. Like, everyone's probably gonna die.
In fact, you could play that song over any of the slow motion
Oh, yeah.
sections. That'd be good.
There goes my hero.
We're
But yeah,
watching her there.
Maybe they should just turn the movie into a country song.
no.
Yep.
No.
Like, I bet we could, at the end of the movie, walk out of it and sing a, like, My Dog's Dead country song.
Yep.
Oh, totally.
Taylor Swift could do it, probably.
Taylor Swift, you think she could do it?
Old school Taylor Swift.
Old
Okay.
school Taylor Swift. So we have to go in a time machine.
Yeah.
Wait, is this like a challenge that we have to sit down for 30 minutes and write
Well,
a
we do have instruments. And,
sad country song?
Some of them are highly appropriate for that type of
For
music.
country,
as well.
absolutely. Yeah, we have between us mandolins, guitars. We don't have a string bass, but we could find one somewhere, I'm sure.
On the side of the road.
Banjo.
You mean like this one?
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
Wow.
Banjo. Fiddle.
I've got a jaw harp. Like, we can make this
I do too.
real country.
We
I
could go really. No
have
words.
my hands.
No, Katie's already agreed to sing for whatever we're going
Yeah,
to do.
I heard you were singing.
Yeah,
the
that's
song.
what I've heard. You have a beautiful bluegrass
When's
voice.
this joke gonna die?
Blue hair doesn't mean bluegrass.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that my mistake?
Yes.
I just word association. Just
It was just there, blue. And,
yep.
So predictions for the film from what you've seen so far.
I think it'll be highly entertaining, and I really hope they do something brutal to make it worthwhile.
Yes.
I'm hoping we walk out depressed but also fulfilled.
Yes.
Because you have to have that for the next movie to work.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have that, I feel like, what's the point anyway?
We need an empire, is what we need.
Which is weird because it's kind of not structurally in the place for that, but I feel like they really have to sucker punch us.
Yep.
I want to see Tyler crying by the end of this.
Yep.
I want tears. Tyler,
You got it.
I'm requesting now.
Right.
Just
In
putting
fact,
that
we'll just put a camera in front of him as soon as the movie's over and let him do an on the spot.
elaborate.
That'd be fun.
See, that's the movie where I'm going to be jumping and gasping the whole time. Not
Yeah.
the gasping part.
Ooh,
No.
I claim to sit near.
Both of those you will be jumping and gasping. It will be
I'll
hilarious.
be wearing this the whole time.
I'm gonna throw M&Ms at you.
That's a good picture.
That is
I
a
wish
good
you could
picture.
see what we can see, but you can't. So,
But you can't, so use your imagination.
haha. How many thumbs
No, I'm kind of here.
on Infinity War?
Yeah.
Really?
Because I think they're going to miss the punch. I really do. I think they're going to play it a little too safe.
Do you think also coming after Black Panther. It's going to be
Yeah,
hard to.
see, Black Panther, my expectations are through the roof, and I think they're going to be met.
I think so too.
But I don't think you can follow that. Like that's going to be real hard.
Especially, what is it, a month and a half, 2 months later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt. How many?
2.
You think 2 thumbs up, no problem?
I think the general consensus will be that it's 2 thumbs up. I'm currently giving it like a thumb and a half.
I'm going to give it a thumb and a half too, just because I don't think any of the Avengers movies have been full on.
The first one was for me.
No, you know what the best Avengers movie was? Captain America.
Captain America,
Yeah.
Civil
True.
War.
That's the best
That was
Avengers
the best
movie.
one by far.
It's very true.
But the Avengers, like, actual movies, I don't think have been their home runs.
No.
They're fun, but then you go back and you have the rewatchability of them, and you're kind of like, oh yeah, that part.
Whereas Black Panther, I'm so excited.
But it's in a week from.
What's your most,
From, like, 2
really
days.
quickly before we run out of time, what's your most rewatchable Marvel film to date?
Oh,
Goodness.
what if I don't rewatch any of them?
Then that's a problem.
Okay.
Marvel could be in trouble.
The first Iron Man, actually. I
That's
think,
a good one.
Yeah, because it's the most... I enjoy that origin story, and it's the first one that really went in a different direction with it that allowed you to see the human side of it, and I think it's one of Robert Downey Jr.'s best work, so...
I like that one in Captain America.
Yeah.
The first one was a great, like, it's a fun film. Anyway, that is about all the time we have for you this week.
If you want to see more of this weird stuff that we do, which you do, go to thegeekscorner.com. That's thegeekscorner.com. It's all of our episodes for time immemorial.
If you want to check out all the Disney news as it happens, go to dapsmagic.com. And if you want to wear fantastic merchandise, go to teespring.com/dapsmagic and use the promo code GEEKS for 10% off. I did that all in one breath.
Good job. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Find us on the social medias because we'd love to connect with you. And come back and see us again next week. But we are out of time. Wow, those are eyes. We are out of time for tonight, so we will see you in the corner.